Hello, welcome, Apparition Nagels, Oe. Woo, back to Higurashi. I gotta say, I am loving this new schedule. Sorry for the late start. Certain little somebody had some trouble getting to sleep, and that things go the way they go. But hopefully, things. Hello, Komeda. So nice to see you. And last time we had basically the Hello Eternal Magician. Last time we basically had the events of Tatarigoroshi, except this time Shion has joined the party. And Shion was like, you know what, Keiichi, let's do it. Like, put up or shut up, basically, is what she was doing. And they went right over to Satoko's house. And but unfortunately, all of Teppei's freaking card playing assholes were there. And there's no way they could fight him at that point. So it looks like Shion and Keiichi are going to put up a united front. Now, I know that a lot of people don't like this arc, but from what I'm seeing so far, I think it's going to be, this is a really interesting premise. Like, you didn't see Keiichi and Shion work together very often at all during the main arcs. I like Shion, like I never got too much of a chance to truly join the party as I think she deserved. And I know a lot of people like Shion, a lot of people dislike Shion. She's a very polarizing character in Higurashi. But in any case, I really am interested in seeing where this is going to go. Basically, this, unlike Tadai Mawashi, seems to be a very interesting what if. What if Shion was there and, remembered what Satoshi said in Tatarigoroshi, as opposed to Tadai Mawashi is basically just an extended bad ending. Damn it, I should have... fuck. Gotta wait for it to go back. Let's see, go back to load my previous save. By the way, please tell me if the music is too loud or too soft. The car continued pushing forward through the dark abyss. I couldn't see any lights. I couldn't hear anything. Just the sound of my heartbeat echoing inside my head. The front windshield was beginning to cloud over from the humidity. Hello, Totally. The entire village was covered in a thick fog. The car's headlights could scarcely illuminate the dull gray surface of the road. I felt like I was being watched. I remained silent as it slowly came closer. When I looked down, I saw two glimmering eyes staring right at me. It can't be. Calm down, calm down. I just need to keep looking forward. Forward? Even though I don't know my destination. Creak, creak, creak. A sharp sound rang out, like nails scraping long glass, as the car suddenly came to a halt. I unhooked my seatbelt and stepped outside. Then I looked out in the direction of the headlights. Oh my god! They were at the swamp. A pool of stagnant water. So I swear that sound effect sounded like some blades were cutting into flesh. My god, jeez. A pool of stagnant water. The swamp in front of me looked bottomless. I let out a brief cry and immediately fled the area. When I turned to look back, the car was already gone. Damn! Beyond it was nothing but darkness. Love this track so much. I love this track so much. I know I said this before, but seriously, I love this track. Beyond it was nothing but darkness. A warm breeze blew across the back of my neck. As I stumbled forward, I found a fork in the road. I had to choose, advance forward, make a decision. Choose, advance, decide. Choose, advance, decide. Choose, advance, decide. Maibara-san. A sudden voice caught me off guard. Are you all right? It looked like you were having a nightmare. Irie was in the driver's seat, anxiously examining my face. Then I remembered I was still in Irie's car, on the way home after dropping off Shion in Okinomiya. Before I knew it, I must have fallen asleep. A nightmare, huh? Am I really awake? It doesn't feel like it. My body still doesn't feel as lively as usual. As I lifted the sheet from my body, my back was drenched in sweat. Looking out at the window, we had already passed through town, and were about to reach Hinamizawa. Sorry. I'm just a little tired. That's understandable. You experienced a tough situation earlier. I recalled the words that Shion cried out. That doesn't help anyone. If only Satoshi-kun was still here. Satoshi Hojo. That name echoed through my mind like an incantation. Spells, curses, none of that mattered at this point. I'd gladly sacrifice myself in order to help Satoko. Hey, coach? What kind of person was Satoshi? Irie furrowed his brow for a moment after hearing that. Then, after a brief sigh, he spoke softly. You've heard the story about Satoshi-kun running away from home, right? Yeah, you mentioned it before. It's just that everyone starts getting evasive whenever the topic of Satoshi comes up. Indeed. The people of this village can't help but see the connection. Did he really run away from home? What do you think? Irie gave me a piercing glance as I asked that. No, I feel like... Could it be? Do you believe in the curse of Oishi-sama? I don't know much about it. Irie lightly raised the corner of his lip. Was he laughing? It was hard to tell. Do you believe in it? The curse of Oyashiro-sama. I'm a man of science. It's part of my job. But ever since I came to this village, I've always felt a bit of a supernatural presence. Oh my, it's getting foggy. You know what I thought for a second? I thought that these little directional buttons on which is probably Irie's car's signal light, I thought that was actually part of the UI here. Irie cut off the conversation to turn on the wipers. They drew a milky white semicircle along the front windshield. Floating on, wiping off, floating on, wiping off, floating on, wiping off. That cycle repeated indefinitely. The sound constantly repeated at regular intervals, like the second hand on a clock, and the periodic rhythm was getting on my nerves. Indeed, that sound was a constant reminder that I was on a time limit. The time to make a decision was rapidly approaching. Even if I ran away, it would follow me. I felt like I was lost in an endless maze, And suddenly I began to shiver.
話が脱線してしまいましたが。
We've gotten off topic. Seriously, Apparition, I love props to 07th mod team because I love how this UI looks. It is smooth as fuck. We've gotten off topic.
サトシ君の話はシオンさんに聞いた方がいいかもしれません。
Perhaps you should ask Shion-san about Satoshi-kun. Huh?
私よりシオンさんの方がよくご存知だと思います。
I think Shion-san knew him better than I did.
シオンが
Shion? Iria gave me a gentle look as he nodded.
シオンさんとサトシ君はとても仲が良かった。
Shion-san and Satoshi-kun were very close.
ある意味、そうですね。お互いを大切に思い合う関係。
In a sense, well, they were very dear to each other.
だからこそ妹のサトコちゃんに対しての思い入れもきっと強いんでしょう。
This is super interesting because we're basically saying that in the Tatarigoroshi fragment, Shion remembered what she promised, what Satoshi had asked her, whereas in Watanagashi and Miyakashi fragments, who knows for Onikakushi, she did not. So it's apparently a shot in the dark whether Shion gets her reading Steiner and she basically becomes a completely different person. And judging by how things look, because we have no idea how Shion acted towards Satoko in Onikakushi and Himatsubushi fragments, and to another degree Sumihoroboshi fragment. So it could actually be that more often than not, basically judging by the evidence that we've been given, Shion does remember what Satoshi says to her in the phone call, which I think is super fascinating based on what we were led to believe in the original reading order of Higurashi. I think that is super, super fascinating. That Shion not remembering is part of the cause of the events of the Watanagashi and Miyakashi fragment events. In a sense, well, they were very dear to each other. That's why she has such strong sisterly feelings towards Satoko-chan. Shion and Satoshi were, well, I wouldn't go that far, but it looked like they were about to start dating. So as far as Shion was concerned, Satoko was her beloved partner's one and only little sister. See, now another thing I think these console arcs do, in particular, like this is something that you wouldn't want normally revealed before Miyakashi, because this was hinted at in Tatarigoroshi, but it was not fully revealed like this until Miyakashi. So yeah, these alternate ending and question arcs feel like they give away too much in regards to the whole message. That is true, Nagels, but the only arcs that we know, quote unquote, chronologically, is Sumihoroboshi, to Minagoroshi, to Matsurubayashi. We don't know, like, there could have been many arcs between Miyakashi and Sumihoroboshi that we don't know about. But once Sumihoroboshi starts, we're basically on lock from Rika's perspective to the ending, based on what the original story said. So as far as Shion was concerned, Satoko was her beloved partner's one and only little sister. Then was that why she was trying so desperately hard to help Satoko? There did seem to be some connection between Satoko and Shion. Despite being a member of the Sonozaki family, her attitude towards Satoko's predicament was clearly different from Mion's. If only Satoshi-kun was still here. Was your heart being squeezed by thoughts of Satoshi-kun as you shouted that, Shion? Am I just an outsider here? I couldn't shake off a nagging feeling of jealousy. Shion and Satoko were both deeply tied to Satoshi, and there was no place for me in that circle. But Satoshi is the one who ran away from home and abandoned Satoko. That's not true. Oh God, Keiichi. I should just forget about a coward like that. Satoshi isn't here anymore, but I am. Me, I'm here. Shion's grief-stricken scream crawled into my ears again, and it wouldn't go away. If only Satoshi-kun was still here. But he's already gone. Shion, stop saying that. If only Satoshi-kun was still here. That bastard abandoned both of you, you and Satoko, right? He threw you away. If only Satoshi-kun was still here. 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 Those words repeated over and over, like an incantation.
Tadaima.
I'm home. As I muttered that, I immediately made my way up to the second floor.
おかえりなさい。
Welcome back.
ちょっとケイチ、
Hold on, Keiichi.
もうご飯よ。
It's already dinner time.
あらやだ、どうしたの？
Oh no, what's wrong?
暗い顔しちゃって。
You look unhappy. I heard my mother's harsh, thoughtless voice coming from behind my back. That's not harsh and thoughtless. She's really concerned for you. I want to be left alone. I don't want to talk to anyone. Slam. After violently slamming the door, I didn't even bother turning on the light and dropped onto my futon right where it was. The tension finally began to die down. I felt the strength draining from my body. I don't want to think about anything anymore. I rolled over and pulled the blanket out from underneath me. Oh my God. Suddenly I felt pain coursing through my fingertips. Is this blood? I strained my eyes to look more closely in the dark. My nails were covered in dry blood, and I was getting all over the bed. Tepe stomped on my fingernails and I was down on the floor. Oh my God. I guess it was a powerful attack. When I closed my eyes, an image of Satoko steadfastly refusing my help floated in front of me. It's frustrating, but what can I do? I gave up and ran away today, didn't I? Will my struggling only cause Satoko even more pain? Damn it! Bang. I slammed my fist into the walls and cursed at my surroundings. Everything felt hollow. I didn't care anymore. An endless feeling of helplessness overwhelmed me. A restlessness nagged at me. A sense of danger caught up to me. I clung to what little self-respect I had left. And then I arrived at my destination, despair. I noticed a shadow lurking in the darkness. It felt like someone was staring at me. It was just my imagination, of course. But I couldn't laugh it off right now. I pulled the blanket over my head, curled it around my body, and closed my eyes. I wanted to forget everything and fall asleep. Who's there? I began to doubt my ears after suddenly hearing a strange sound. and I faintly called out to it. Grating laughter echoed through the area. Tell me who you are! I thrust the blanket away and vigorously got up. I heard a creak as I made my way over the door. Ugh. The bright lights in the hallway blinded me.
Keiichi?
Keiichi? Why are you making so much noise? When I opened my eyes a crack, I noticed my mother standing in front of me with a concerned expression. What? Mom? I suddenly began to feel exhausted. What was I getting so nervous about? Oh, were you already going to sleep? It's only dinner time, sweetheart. You look like you're not feeling well. That's not what my son's face is supposed to look like. Enough of that. I'm not hungry right now, so leave me alone. Don't be stupid. Even if you're not hungry, you still have to eat. You're a growing boy, Keiichi. We're humans. We'll die if we don't eat. If your spirit is exhausted, you need to put strength in your body and push yourself forward. When you're feeling down, you need to eat twice as much as usual. So, I'll give you a triple portion. That's the secret to keeping your mind and body healthy. It's proven effective. 100% mom approved. Mom insisted on her folk remedies, then turned on the lights and opened the window. As I watched her from behind, I thought to myself that she was a really hard-working mother. Indeed, there was no greater love than smiling and chatting together as a family. It's such a minor thing, but when it happens every day, it really adds up. I always believed that these days would last forever. Satoko probably thought the same thing until 3 years ago. Sorry. It's like suddenly falling into a trap where your everyday life begins to collapse. And it could happen to me too. I understand. Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyway, good night. Oh, Keiichi. Sweetie guy. I wrapped myself in the blanket again to stave off Mom's interference. What are you saying? You need to get up. Rena-chan just came over. Come on, I know you want to see Rena-chan. And besides, I secretly ship you two. Rena. Oh, baby girl. When I made my way to the entrance, I found Rena quietly standing there. Rena, what are you doing here at this hour? Did something happen? Sorry, no, I'm okay, Oe. It's just, like, family type of scenes always get to me. They always get to me like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
What happened? Rena bit her lip instead of answering my question. Rena.
Blood.
Rena was staring at the blood at the tip of my fingers. Oh my god, baby girl, you're so freaking sensitive and thoughtful. I never washed them off. They're still covered in blood. Then, before I had a chance to say something, Rena muttered to herself.
あいつの血も赤いのかな。
Oh God, here we go.
Is his blood that red?
I suddenly began to tremble. It felt like Rena's eyes lit up in red for a moment.
レナちゃん悪いわね。
Rena-chan, you didn't have to do this.
こんなにたくさんお裾分けしてもらって。
This is far too much. Mom came over to the entryway holding several large boxes.
煮物たくさん作りすぎちゃったんです。
Oh God, I could just see them together so well. This is Rena, all my Rena and Keiichi feels are coming back again. Oh God. Seriously, baby girl, you are so amazing. Oh my God.
I made too much food. いっぱい食べてください。 Please eat as much as you want. 塩分控えめですから。はう。
Oh, baby girl.
They're lightly salted. Hello!
Rena quickly changed her expression to show Mom her usual smile.
そうそう。
Of course.
前にいただいたコロッケ。
I remember the croquettes from before.
ほんと美味しかったわ。
They were quite delicious.
本当ですか？よかった。はう。That's great. はう。
うちの人ったら20個ペロリと平らげちゃったのよ。
My family must have eaten 20 of them.
そんなに喜んでくれたらとっても嬉しいです。I'm glad to hear you enjoyed them.
Rena's usual smile as she made small talk was bright enough to make flowers bloom. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yes! You're goddamn right, Keiichi! But was I mistaken about the Rena I saw a moment ago? Yes, you were.
それじゃあレナはそろそろ帰りますね。Anyway, it's about time for Rena to head home.
Rena said that to bring the conversation to a close, but she flashed me a sharp glare as she said it. It was like an unspoken agreement.
俺レナを送ってくるよ。
Mom, I'm gonna walk Rena home.
Woo!
Alright, Keiichi! Of course, I know they're gonna talk about Satoko, but... Oh, damn, more Keiichi and Rena time! I did that! Yes!
そうね、夜も遅いし。
Of course, it's getting late.
それじゃあレナちゃんまたね。
Alright, Rena-chan, take good care of my boy.
気をつけてね。
Take care.
おやすみなさい、おばさま。Good night, Mom.
You're goddamn right, apparition. Rena stepped out the front door without waiting for me to tie my shoes. After I finished putting my shoes on, I turned to Mom.
あのさ、
Ugh.
どうしたのケイイチ。
What's wrong, Keiichi?
あんまうまく言えないけどさ。
I guess I don't say this often enough, but...
今まで飯とか作ってくれてありがとな。
Oh, God. Keiichi. I love cooking for my family so much, and I'm sure she does as well. Seriously, that is one of my favorite things to do, so I'm sure that means the world to her. But thank you for always taking the time to make dinner.
それじゃあ行ってきます。
Anyway, I gotta go.
ちょっと突然何なの？
Huh? What's gotten into you?
明日お嫁に行く花嫁みたいなこと言っちゃって。
Keiichi! Oh my god! Keiichi's mom, you and I are on the same goddamn page! Woo! That's the kind of thing you say the day before moving out and getting married.
レナちゃんとこに向こう入り？
Is something going on with Rena-chan? Please, I hope there is. Please, 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 please.
ああもううるさい。
Shut up! Enough of that! Feeling overwhelmed with embarrassment, I avoided making eye contact with Mom as I jumped out the front door. Mom was tilting her head to the side in confusion, but I couldn't help but speak up. I wanted to thank her earnestly for her role in my precious everyday life, so I thought it'd be good to say something. I began walking swiftly to catch up with Rena. She was far ahead of me, but the distance between us gradually diminished. Rena looked straight ahead, pushing herself through the darkness like I wasn't even there. A light emerged from the darkness ahead. A street light illuminated the road up ahead. I noticed a swarm of moths gathering around the street light. Scrape, scrape. I heard the moths' wings getting burned as they touched the fluorescent light, over and over. We reached a fork in the road. This famous spot right here. So much happened at this fork in the road. That's exactly right, Dangles. He didn't say no, did he? Rena turned and started walking in the wrong direction without a moment of hesitation.
Oi, Renaの家は逆だろ?
Hey, Rena, isn't your house the other way?
おいって。
Hey! Rena remained silent and continued at her current pace. Was there something in this direction? I had no choice but to follow Rena. The junkyard. Finally, we arrived at our destination. The mountain of garbage at the damp construction site. The area off in the darkness was packed with garbage dumped here illegally, and a disquieting atmosphere began to drift in. After all, the corpse from that murder 5 years ago was found here. Even in the daytime, being here ran a chill down my spine, so being here alone with Rena right now was honestly quite terrifying. Rena advanced into the garbage mountain without hesitation because she's a motherfucking badass, leaving me behind.
ちょっと待てよ、レナ。
Hold on, Rena!
暗いから危ないって。
It's dangerous in the dark.
怪我するぞ。
You'll get hurt! Rena clenched her teeth and pushed ahead, as if my words didn't reach her ears at all. Rena climbed over a huge industrial refrigerator and disappeared on the other side of the mountain.
おい、レナ。
Hey, Rena! My voice echoed faintly in the otherwise silent area. It was total silence. The surrounding area was bathed in a murky darkness.
返事くらいしろよ。
Answer me!
レナ。
Rena! But Rena didn't respond. Wrestle. Something stirred inside the mountain of garbage. A chill suddenly ran through me. Starting to feel lost, I chased after Rena. I did my best to follow in the direction Rena went, but it was so steep that I had my doubts as to that I'd be able to climb it. Rena must be hiding incredible strength in that slender body of hers. You don't know the half of it, Keiichi. Though I was out of breath, I somehow finished climbing to the top of the garbage mountain. Standing at the top, I could see a faint light. Oh my god! Keiichi's gonna see this place. It seemed to be coming from a station wagon buried deep in the scrap.
レナ、
Rena,
そこにいるのか?
are you in there? As I approached the station wagon, I cautiously looked in through the sliding door window. Despite its crude appearance, the interior of the station wagon was neatly organized. It was decorated with cushions Rena would find cute, and there was a stuffed toy on display. I heard a faint sound just outside my line of sight, and turned to find a huge-eyed hamster in a small basket. Is this Rena's secret hideout?
レナ、いるんだろ?
Rena, are you there?
入るぞ。
I'm coming in. I pulled the sliding door open and found Rena sitting on a mattress in the back. Her eyes were open wide, gazing at the ceiling.
レナ、俺に話があるんだろ？
Rena, was there something you wanted to say to me?
だったら話してくれよ。
If that's the case, please talk to me.
聞かせてほしい。
I'd like to hear it. Rena slowly turned in my direction.
ここはね、レナの隠れ家なの。
Oh my god, Keiichi, I don't think he ever went here in the original arcs.
This is Rena's hiding place. 辛い時とか悲しい時、寂しい時にここに来るの。This is the place I go when I'm feeling angry or sad and lonely. だってここには誰も来ないから。Because nobody ever comes here. 誰もいなければひどいことされたり嫌なこと言われたりすることもないでしょ。If there's nobody else around, then nobody can say or do terrible things, right? 一人でいると安心なんだ。
Oh, baby girl.
Being alone puts me at ease.
そんなことを言うなよ。
You shouldn't say things like that.
俺たちがいるじゃないか。
We're here for you, aren't we?
俺たち仲間同士だろ。
Aren't we friends?
辛い時は頼っていいんだからな。
You can rely on us when times are tough. Kind of getting a bunch of Higurashi stuff in here as well. Oh god. That laugh.
ケイイチくん、ドラマの主人公みたいなセリフ言うんだね。
Rena's cynical side coming out. That does not happen very often. It didn't happen at all in the question arcs. Keiichi-kun, you sound like the hero from some TV drama.
安っぽいよ。
How meaningless.
Oh my god.
ケイイチくん、いつもさとこちゃんは仲間だって言ってるよね。ね。Keiichi-kun, you always say that Satoko-chan is your friend, right? Right? なのに、さとこちゃんは一人ぼっちでどん底にいる。Even so, Satoko-chan is still suffering alone.
Ugh.
ケイイチくんは幸せな家庭の人だもんね。You have a happy family, Keiichi-kun. だからきっとわからないんだよ。失うことの痛みを。
Yeah, you shouldn't read this before Higurashi.
That's why you don't understand. The pain of losing it.
This is, I'm telling you guys, this is already about like 500 times better than Tatarigoroshi. Oh my god, Ryukashi, not Ryukashi, whoever wrote this, just giving me all the things I want! We have Shion being badass, we have Keiichi and Rena having intimate conversations. Jesus Christ. Rip. Rip. Rena grabbed her hair and tugged at it with every ounce of strength in her body. Oh god, no, baby girl! An entire bundle of hair came out and fell to the ground. Oh my god, baby girl.
とっても痛いんだよ。It hurts so much. 痛いんだよ。It hurts.
There was nothing I could say to her. She hit the nail on the head. Even though we were friends, that meant nothing for Satoko right now. I felt ashamed of myself for speaking so passionately about friendship. Arguments and lip service were simply not enough to change reality. I felt frustrated by how helpless and cowardly I was. But at the same time, I felt like I was being crushed by my fear and anxiety. Rustle, rustle. I heard the sound of the trash falling apart. A towering mountain built from a mass of human desires. It almost sounded like a scream from someone under attack.
レナ、俺さ。
Rena, Rena's eyes were wide open and filled with tears. The tears slowly dribbled down her cheeks, then dribbled to the ground below. Oh no, baby girl!
レナ。
Rena! I looked more closely at Rena's vacant expression. Then she quietly stared into my eyes. Oh my god! Jeez! Oh my god! All my dreams and nightmares coming through simultaneously! Oh my god, you give me Keiichi Rena stuff and I will just... That's the key. That's the key. Just that is the absolute key. Oh my god. Let me just drink in this Keiichi and Rena intimate conversations. Oh my god. Yes. Rena took a deep breath to collect herself.
Keiichi-kun. Rena ne? Keiichi-kun. Rena.
I nodded while looking Rena directly in the eyes.
Rena ne?
Rena.
もうケイイチ君とはお別れしなきゃならないの。
Already needs to say goodbye to Keiichi-kun.
Huh? Goodbye.
もう二度と会えなくなるから。
Oh no, baby girl, no.
We'll never meet again.
レナはケイイチ君の前から消えてしまうから。
Oh no, baby girl, no!
Rena is going to disappear. Right in front of Keiichi-kun's eyes.
さようなら。
Farewell.
それだけはちゃんと言いたかったんだ。
Oh god, out of all the people in the world! Oh god! Oh my god! Out of all the people in the world, she wanted to say that to him! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Baby girl, no! Please, Keiichi, you gotta do something!
Farewell. That's all. I just wanted to say that properly.
Farewell?
レナ、何言ってんだよ。
Keiichi, you motherfucking idiot! Rena, what are you talking about?
さよならってなんだよ。
Farewell?
急にそんなこと言われても。
Why are you suddenly saying that?
レナもお別れは悲しい。
Oh god, no, baby girl.
Rena is also sorry to say goodbye.
けどね、さよならなの。
Even so, this is farewell.
待てよ。一体何があったんだよ。
Wait, what on earth is this all about?
なんで何も言ってくれないんだよ。
Why didn't you tell me anything?
どうして一人で抱え込むんだよ。
Why are you keeping it to yourself? Feeling restless, I grabbed Rena by the shoulders at full strength. Rena looked up at the ceiling without changing her expression.
さよならなんて言うなよ。
Don't say things like farewell!
さよならなんて。
Don't say it! My throat was tightening, and tears were beginning to leak out. What a moment this is! I was about to suffocate. I couldn't bear it any longer, so I fell down onto... Rena. Rena gently stroked my hair like a baby. Oh my god! Oh my god, 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 oh my god! I wasn't expecting this at all! Oh my god, 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 oh my god! Oh, the fan service for me! Woo! Okay, oh my god, 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 oh my god. Oh my god! Okay. Rena gently stroked my hair like a baby. Then she whispered softly into my ear.
私、鉄平を殺すね。
I'm going to kill Teppei.
Keiichi had the same idea, and so did Shion. Oh my god. What a scene! energizes me so fucking much. Oh my god. Oh god, to see I never thought I would get another Keiichi and Rena moment like that. Oh my god, I am so glad I read this. This is already 10,000 times better than Tonight I'm watching. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. I'm gonna have to change the title of this stream. Oh my god. The next morning, Rena wasn't at our usual meeting place. At first glance, it seemed like a fairly trivial detail, but I couldn't help but think about it. The gears started turning, and then... Even though Rena wasn't here, I could still hear her voice echoing through my ears. I'm going to kill Tepe. I'm going to kill Tepe. Kill, kill. Rena's voice continued echoing. Guided by those words, I pressed onward and made my way to school on my own. Oh, Rena's there, thank God. I found the usual morning scene inside the classroom. Rena was already in her seat, chatting gleefully with Rika-chan.
明日のお祭り楽しみだね、リカちゃん。
Are you looking forward to the festival tomorrow, Rika-chan?
Me.
僕はレナみたいにのんきではいられないのです。
I can't be as carefree about it as you are, Rena.
準備と予行練習でパターン9のグロッキー状態なのです。
I'm feeling groggy and about to pass out, thanks to all the practice and rehearsals.
リカちゃんの巫女さん姿ってほんと可愛いんだよね。
Rika-chan is going to look so cute in a Chinese outfit!
今から想像しても可愛すぎるよ。
Oh, just trying to imagine it. Oh, too cute!
Rena stroked Rika-chan's head with an enchanted look in her eyes. Me.
このままレナにお持ち帰りされてしまいそうなのです。
It seems like Rena is about to take me home with her.
Oh!
リカちゃんなかなか鋭いよ。
Rika-chan, you're pretty sharp!
Rena was getting along with Rika-chan. She smiled and called out, "Good morning," as soon as she noticed me. I couldn't discern anything from Rena's expression, just a generic smile on her face. I suddenly felt a sharp jab on my back. When I turned around, I saw Mion standing there.
おはよう、ケイちゃん。
Good morning, Kei-chan.
おはよ
Good morning.
う。さ、
Hey, wait. Mion sat down in her seat to evade my words, then said, "Sorry. Sorry," as she clapped her hands together.
なんだよいきなり。
What was that all of a sudden?
なんかしたのか俺に。
Did you do something to me?
ケイちゃん、本当に気づいてない？
Kei-chan, you really didn't realize? Mion examined my expression more closely.
そんなことを言われても。
Even if you said something earlier.
全然心当たりとかないし。
I honestly have no idea.
そっか。
Yeah, I'll try to work on giving Rika a different, normal Rika a different voice. I never really got to do that because I started actually Let's Playing it with Higurashi, where Rika basically spoke in her more mature voice all the time. And I just tended to stick with that for Rika, but I'll see if I can think of something else for the for Rika's more childlike voice. I see. After muttering that, Mion's expression began to cloud over for a moment, but her face quickly changed back to something brighter.
なら内緒にしとこうっと。
Then it'll have to stay a secret.
おいおい、そこまでもったいつけといて、そりゃないだろ
Come on, you don't have to be that way.
う。なんだよ、
What is it?
気になるな。
Don't hold back.
大したことじゃないんだけどさ。
It's not such a big deal.
今日待ち合わせに遅れちゃったでしょ、私。
You know I was late for our meetup today.
あ、
Yeah.
そ そういえばそうだよな。
Come to think of it, that's true. I didn't think much of it until Mion brought it up. I was so concerned about Rena that I completely failed to notice Mion wasn't at our regular meeting place.
ごめんごめん。
Oh my god! Jeez. Keiichi again! Oh god, poor Mion just gets... Damn, the running... Oh my god. Sorry about that.
家出る前にちょっとグズグズしちゃってさ。
I was dragging my feet a bit before heading out of the house.
それだけならよかったんだけど、時間割勘違いしちゃって全然違う教科書を詰めてたんだよね。
I wonder if this is actually Shion. I was making good time, but I packed the wrong textbook and that threw everything off schedule.
私ドジだよねほんと。
I really dropped the ball.
気づいたのが家出てからでさ。
I noticed as soon as I left the house.
あれと思って引き返して詰め直したもんだから待ち合わせの時間に遅れちゃってさ。
I went, huh? Then rushed back to swap them, and that's why I was late for a meeting. Mion, why are you trying so hard to lie to me? You'd never make such an obvious mistake. Based on her rough appearance, I could tell she wasn't feeling insecure about her punctuality. Could she have some ulterior motive for making this excuse? Besides, Mion had been late for our meetings a couple times before. So why would she only bother to apologize for it today? At first glance, it seemed like a fairly trivial difference. A trivial detail, a trivial change. A second gear started turning.
あれ
Huh?
ケイちゃん目赤いけど。
Kei-chan, your eyes are all red.
っていうか血走ってる感じ。
They look completely bloodshot.
さては夜更かしでもしたな。
Does that mean you stayed up late last night?
そうか。
Oh, really?
面白い深夜番組あったからさ、ついつい。
I was watching a really interesting late-night TV show. My mistake. I instinctively reacted with a lie. I absolutely couldn't tell Mion about what I discussed with Rena at the garbage mountain yesterday.
その上買ったはいいけど放置してた漫画見つけてさ、朝まで読み続けちまった。
Plus, I found a manga that I had been neglecting to read, so I stayed up until morning reading it.
じゃあ徹夜なんだ。
Wow, an all-nighter!
ずいぶん面白いストーリーだったってことだね。
It must have been a really interesting story, huh?
いや、そうでもないな。
No, not really.
月並みな話だった。
It's a pretty conventional story.
よくある話。
Nothing worth talking about.
よくある話。ねえ。
Nothing worth talking about, huh? Mion continued prodding me. It felt like I was on the wrong side of interrogation. Maybe I was just overreacting. Still, the burden of keeping secrets from my friends weighed heavily upon me. I was feeling abnormally sensitive, afraid that I might just scream at a moment's notice.
あのさ、昨日のことなんだけど。
Anyway, about yesterday.
昨日のことって何？
Huh? What about yesterday?
ミオンに言っとかなきゃなって。
I have something to say, Mion.
さっきから何？
Something about what happened earlier.
お互いもったいつけるのなしにしようよ。
Let's not keep badgering each other here.
仲間なんだからさ。
We're friends after all. At that moment, I suddenly fell silent. I felt a stinging pain in my back. Rena was watching. Her eyes were looking in my direction with a piercing gaze.
Don't you even think about it, Keiichi-kun.
言おうと思ってたのは昨日のことだけど。
I was going to ask about yesterday, but...
俺、ミオンにきついことばっかり言い過ぎたなって。
It might be better for us to move on.
いいよもう。
That's probably for the best.
私だってケイちゃんにひどいこと言っちゃったし。
I said some terrible things to you, Kei-chan.
それに私って一晩寝ると忘れちゃうタイプなんだよね。
Besides, I'm the kind of person who can forget everything after a good night of sleep.
なんかミオンらしいな。
That's Mion, all right. Mion pleasantly shrugged her shoulders and laughed with me. It felt like the weight of my heart was finally getting a little lighter.
ねえケイちゃん、
Hey, Kei-chan.
私に言いたいことってそれだけ？
Was that all you wanted to say to me?
Huh?
他に言うことないかな？
Seemed like you had something else to say, didn't you?
So Mion sent something after all. I froze on the spot as if hit by a magic spell. It felt like slow motion as Mion approached me, step by step.
ねえケイちゃん、
Hey, Kei-chan.
私たち仲間だよね。
We're friends, right?
隠し事は一切なしだよね。
Okay, this has gotta be Shion, because this is not what Mion thinks about this.
That means we shouldn't keep secrets, right?
だって仲間なんだからさ。
Because we're friends.
仲間でしょ？
We're friends, right?
Oh. The sound of me swallowing vividly echoed through the room. Huh! I let out a quick yelp after receiving a pat on the shoulder.
Oh, baby girl! Oh, God.
Rena's head was slightly tilted as she stared curiously in my direction.
レナ。
Rena! Hello, cutie pie. Welcome to the stream. Rena quickly turned away, and then laughed softly as she looked at Mion.
なんで笑ってるのレナ？
What are you laughing about, Rena?
Mion asked that with a sullen expression.
だってだって。
Because...
みーちゃんもお目目赤いんだもん。
Mi-chan, your eyes are all red too.
夜更かしかな？かな？
Were you up all night too? Were you?
With that one comment, the string on tension wrapped around us finally came loose. I think it should be string of tension, right? Is that a typo, or am I reading it wrong? Mion let out a huge yawn, then began to laugh.
そうなんだよね。
That's right.
昨日は毎年恒例の打ち合わせ会があったから。
We had an annual conference last night.
眠くて眠くて。
So sleepy. So sleepy.
綿流しの打ち合わせ会ってやつか。
Was the conference related to Watanagashi?
打ち合わせ会なんて名ばかりの宴会だよ。
I love the way she said that. We call it a business conference, but it's really more of a party.
町会の連中が集まって朝までどんちゃん。
The townspeople gather together and make a ruckus until morning.
毎年やってるお祭りだもん。
We do it every year before the festival.
今さら小難しい打ち合わせなんてないし。
It's difficult to have a proper business conference nowadays.
まさかお前も飲んだのか？
No way. Were you drinking?
Yeah, that's right. Mion goes hard. I bet I'm the only one in this entire group who's ever drunk alcohol.
And then, like, Rika in the back is like saying, "Yep. Absolutely, Mion. Absolutely."
未成年のくせに。
You're underage.
なわけないじ
She sounds drunk. Seriously. I knew she sounded a bit drunk. I don't know what you're talking about.
ゃん。口うるさい小獣とみたいなこと言っちゃっても。
We're like brothers. There's no point nagging me. Caught up in Mion's boisterous laughter, I began laughing along with her without even realizing it. Rena and Rika-chan joined in, laughing together happily, like our usual everyday routine. But for me right now, reality just didn't have that sweet, fluffy cotton candy feel to it. It had a gritty feel that had all my senses on edge, thanks to the incident last night. Seeing those two eyes, spilling fresh blood, following disturbing shadows through the mountain of garbage, quietly entering a secret lair.
打ち合わせ会だったってことは、みーちゃん昨日徹夜したってことだね。So Mi-chan, was that conference the reason you stayed up all night? Huh? 毎年お片付けに朝まで手こずるって言ってたもんね。You said that cleanup every year lasts until morning. そうだよね。よね。Right? Right?
Mion struggled to find a reply to Rena's conjecture. I really do think this is Shion, actually. Her face quickly turned defensive, and both her eyes shifted into a sharp glare. But Rena didn't flinch. She just looked down at Mion. At first glance, it seemed like a fairly trivial disagreement. A trivial detail, a trivial change, a trivial disagreement. The two gears became entangled in reverse direction at a speed that nobody could possibly stop. And then, Rena's voice continued echoing in my ears. I'm going to kill Teppei. I'm going to kill Teppei. Kill, kill. Rena let out a huge... yawn, then began to laugh.
実はレナもね、昨日は夜更かしさんなんだ。Actually, Rena stayed up late last night too. みんなおそろだね。We all had that in common.
そんなことで足並み揃えてどうすんのさ。
What are the odds we'd all be on the same wavelength?
だってみんなとおそろで嬉しいんだもん。もう。
Oh, baby girl, I missed you so much. But knowing that everyone stayed up together makes me glad. As I watched Rena play around with an innocent smile on her face, I thought back to last night.
あの北条哲平って男ね。That man, Teppei Hojo. レナにとっても敵なの。Is Rena's enemy.
敵？
Enemy? Rena gently nodded, then casually picked up a stuffed animal sitting inside the station wagon. It must be a really old stuffed animal. It's completely filthy and it's falling apart.
このぬいぐるみ、可愛らしい? Isn't the stuffed animal adorable?
まあ。
Well...
男の俺が言うのもなんだけど、可愛いと思うけど。
It's not really what a man would say, but I do think it's cute.
そうだよね。That's right. やっぱり、レナが変なのかな。
Oh god, baby girl, no. That means Rena is a strange one, right? Rena gently stroked the head of the stuffed animal, then immediately began strangling its neck. No, baby girl, no! The stuffed animal's face warped it in an unsettling manner as she crushed its neck.
変だよね。That's strange, isn't it? レナにはどうしても可愛く見えないの。 Rena just can't see it as cute.
レナ
Rena,
そんなに力込めたら壊しちまうぞ。
if you keep squeezing it so hard, you'll break it.
だってね。It's because このぬいぐるみ。あの女がくれたものなんだもん。That woman gave me this stuffed animal!
Rena put every ounce of strength in her body into it as she said that. Oh my god. Plop, roll, roll. Oh my god. The head of the stuffed animal was torn out and rolled to the ground. Rena hatefully clenched the remains of the stuffed animal in her hands.
こんなもので取り入ろうとするなんて汚い女、汚らわしい。
This was from a filthy woman trying to win my favor. Despicable! Rena threw the remains of the stuffed animal away, like she was trying to rid herself of something dishonorable. And then she wiped her hands on the hem of her skirt.
あの女って誰なんだ？
Who is this woman?
名前を口にしたくもない。
I don't want to speak her name.
口が曲がりそうになるから。
My mouth would deform if I did. In the face of Rena's cold strength, all I could do was keep breathing.
本当はね。Honestly, さとこちゃんのためだけじゃないの。It's not just for Satoko's sake. てっぺいを殺す理由がレナにもあるの。Rena has her own reason for killing Teppei. あいつはね、あの女と組んでうちの家族をめちゃくちゃにした。That man came together with that woman and made a mess of my family.
As she said that, Rena was wiping her hands so quickly and forcefully that they were turning red. Even in the dark, I could see a sharp, foreboding light glistening in her eyes.
せっかくお父さんも前向きになってくれて、二人で一から出直そうって時だったのに。
My father was convinced it was time to find a partner. Rena bit her lip and slowly began to speak. It was the story of her family that she desperately tried to keep hidden behind a smile. A woman that Rena refused to even refer to by name approached Rena's father and deceived him to wrest large sums of money and property for him. The woman was actually Teppei's companion, and the two of them were collaborating behind the scenes. As fate would have it, that woman suffered a mysterious death right as Rena noticed what was going on. Damn, that is really interesting. Kind of like an amalgamation of Higurashi and Tatarigoroshi. Thanks to that, the damage she was able to inflict was cut off before Rena and her father were forced onto the streets. However, the scars left on Rena's family cut deep, casting dark shadows across Rena's heart. The hem of her skirt was turning red from traces of fresh blood. One small scratch grew and spread. But even so, Rena wouldn't stop moving her hands. How much of a difference was there, really, between a wound that gnaws at your heart and a wound that bruises your body? A visible wound eventually heals over time. But an invisible wound can run so deep that it may last forever. Even many years later, a chance encounter can suddenly remind you that your bright red wound remains open, Damn! Damn! Oh my god! Okay! Damn! Oh, you guys know what I'm thinking of.
あいつらは害虫なの。Those people are vermin. 人が必死になって耕した畑に土足で入り込んで踏みにじって、綺麗に咲いてるお花とか、やっと実をつけた植物とかを食い荒らしてめちゃくちゃにする。They tramp on a field and a mountain toil desperately in the plow.
Stomp on the beautifully blooming flowers and devour the fruit from any trees bearing ripe fruit, ruining everything!
それだけじゃない。
And that's not all.
あいつらはいつの間にか身内みたいな顔をして住み着くの。
Those people try to worm their way into people's lives.
道場とかいやらしい芝居で人を騙して寄生して巻き上げて。
Using detestable theatrics to portray themselves as sympathetic while rolling them along and deceiving them like parasites!
寄生虫だよ。よくも。
They're parasites. How dare they? How dare they! Rub.
レナだけならまだよかった。
If only Rena had done better.
私の不幸はお社様のたたりだもの。
My misfortune is the result of Oishi-sama's curse.
当然の報いだって我慢できる。
I rightfully deserve it, so I'll have to break it,
でも
bear it.
さとこちゃんまで不幸になるのは許せない。
But Satoko's circumstances are unforgivable.
絶対に許せない。
Absolutely unforgivable.
絶対。
Truly. Suddenly, Rena stopped moving her hands.
そうだったんだ。Right, that was it. やっぱりそうだったんだよ。In the end, that was it.
Oh, sorry, I knocked the microphone.
レナ
Rena!
レナね、夢で見たの。Rena saw it in her dreams. 8本の手。8 hands. あれは害虫を駆除してくれる雲の手だったんだ。Those were the legs of a spider, intent on exterminating the vermin.
8本の手
8 hands. Rena nodded with a vacant smile, still lost in a dreamlike state. Thinking about it now, the 8 hands that Rena mentioned. Rena's own hands, of course, and probably the hands of 2 more people who joined in on the plan. But who did the last 2 hands belong to?
お社様の手だよ。The hands of Oishi-sama.
Rena muttered just that. Rustle. Something made a noise off in the darkness. I felt a chill run across my back. In that moment, I didn't have the courage to look behind me.
ケイチ君、もうお別れしなきゃだね。
Oh no, baby girl, please no.
ケイチ君、It's time to say goodbye. だから、さようなら。So, farewell.
Oh god, baby girl, no.
だからさよならとか言うな。
Don't say farewell.
お前が一人で抱えてきた傷とか悩みとか全部分かってあげられないかもしれない。
I may not understand all the pain and hardship you've endured on your own.
けど俺に何か手伝えることは本当にないのか？
But is there really nothing I can do to help you?
支えるとか守るとかそういうかっこいいことは言えないけどさ。
To support you, to protect you, to do more than just say something cool. Oh my god, Keiichi. Oh my god, oh my god. I think I had missed a line, actually. But is there really nothing I can do to help you? Oh my god.
でも少しでもレナの気晴らしくらいには慣れたらと思ってる。
But if I could do even a little to take your mind off your troubles.
話を聞くくらいしかできないかもしれないけど
Maybe all I can do is listen to you, but even so.
ありがとう。Thank you。ケイチ君の気持ちはすごく嬉しいよ。
Oh my god!
I'm happy to hear that you feel this way, ケイチ君。けどね、人殺しなんてしたら、もう普通の毎日には戻れないの。But after you murder someone, it's impossible to return to your old life. 何かを得るためには同等の。それ以上の代償を払わなければ得ることはできない。
To obtain something, you have to give up something. No, you can't just get anything without paying the appropriate price.
だからレナは大切なものを守るためにみんなとお別れするの。
I agree absolutely, Apparition. Really. Keiichi is being amazing here. So Rena needs to leave everyone behind in order to protect the things she holds dear.
さようなら、ケイチ君。
Oh no, baby girl, no! And so, this is farewell, Keiichi-kun. Rena turned to me and smiled as hard as she could with huge eyes full of tears. Oh no! Then she turned back, opened the door, and disappeared into the darkness without a moment of hesitation. At that moment, when I was sitting alone in a field of garbage, I could only watch Rena's back as she stood tall and pressed onward. And even now, after all this time had passed, all I could do was stare at Rena's back. After class, Rena said that she couldn't stay for club activities and was about to leave the classroom on her own.
それじゃあ、レナはお先に帰るね。Anyway, it's time for Rena to head home.
また明日ね、レナ。
See you tomorrow, Rena.
気をつけて帰るのです、レナ。Be careful on the way home, Rena. バイバイ、みーちゃん。Oh, so cute. Yeah, bye bye, みーちゃん。バイバイ、リカちゃん。バイバイ、リカちゃん。
レナ
Rena.
さようなら、ケイチ君。
Oh God, no, baby girl, no! Oh God, look at how I can't, like, even in the worst of something I absolutely love about Keiichi and Rena, even in the worst of circumstances, you could tell how much they care for each other, even in the worst of circumstances. Rena picked Keiichi over her father, over anyone else, over Mion, over anyone else she knew as the one to trust with all this, to say farewell to. Seriously, she is just, oh my God, baby girl. Farewell, Keiichi-kun. Rena turned to me with a pleasant smile as she left the classroom. It wasn't too late. If I held my hand out, I could still reach her. But I couldn't do it. As a result, Rena's back got smaller and smaller, and then she disappeared completely from my sight. Perhaps we'll end up destroying the things we can't repair with our own hands? Seeing Rena leave filled me with despondence. I sat back down on my desk and buried my head. Rena entrusted me with the details of her plan, and it drifted through my mind so many times. But in my dreams, I was taking action. That unforgettable feeling ran through my subconscious visions, but I wanted more. I wanted to kill him myself. Once again, I saw my true feelings. I'm going to kill Tepe. I'm going to kill Tepe. Kill. Rena's words continuing echoing in my ears, and my heart was racing. I wanted to kill him. Kill him. Want to kill. Okay, he's saying it over and over.
Kei-chan.
I knew it! Kei-chan. An unexpected voice called out my name brought me back. When I looked up, I saw Shion standing there with a haggard expression. It seems that a long time had passed without me realizing it. Mion and Rika-chan had apparently gone home. Either that or, quote-unquote, Mion changed back into Shion's clothing.
私もうどうしたらいいのかもうわからなくて
Oh God, soul sister. What should I do now? I just don't know. Shion made a painfully distorted face as she clutched her hair.
シオン、どうしたんだよ。
Shion, what's wrong?
わざわざこんなとこまで。
Why are you doing that? Shion let out a deep sigh, then collapsed into the seat next to me.
サトコがまたやったんです
Oh no. Satoko did it again.
またやった？
Did it again?
何かあったのか？
Did something happen?
ようやく沖宮の生活相談所が重い腰を上げてくれたのですが
The Okonomiya Child Consultation Center finally responded,
サトコは今度も追い返してしまったんです
and Satoko turned them away again.
強情というか頑固というか
Why is she so stubborn? So obstinate?
サトコはとても意志の強い子とでも言うんですかね
I guess Satoko is just a strong-willed little girl. She is my brave little firefly.
ってことは、今度もまた同じことの繰り返しだってのか？
Well, does that mean it'll be just like last time? Shion responded with a helpless nod.
これでまたサトコへの風当たりはさらにエスカレートしてしまうでしょうね
And now, Satoko's abuse will only escalate further.
そんなのって。
No way. It can't be! Shion let out a self-tortured laugh, and in the end, it was mixed with tears.
いっそ殺してやりたい
All the... Oh God. Oh no, soul sister. All the more reason to kill him! I wanted to kill him. Kill, 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 kill! A grievous cry erupted from the depths of Shion's heart. Her words resonated vigorously with the rage inside my chest. That was it. At this point, I finally realized it. All options other than murder had naturally been exhausted.
お前、サトコのために命を張れるか？
Are you willing to decide your life for Satoko's sake?
え
Huh? Shion gazed at my face in astonishment.
答えろ。
Answer me.
その返答次第で、俺はお前に全てを打ち明けるつもりだ。
Depending on your reply, I'm willing to share everything with you. Oh my God, Keiichi, you got her blushing. Shion shook her head a little, like she didn't understand what I was getting at. I collected all my thoughts and I gazed at Shion. I won't turn away any longer. So if you'll feel the same way I do, just nod quietly.
はい
Yes. Oh, she looks so cute! Shion muttered that in a timid voice, while giving me a stern nod. Then, Shion's expression gradually regained its vigor.
もちろんです
Of course.
サトコは サトシ君から預かった大切な妹ですから。
Because Satoko is Satoshi-kun's beloved little sister. We stared each other down to measure the strength of our will. And then we both vigorously nodded to each other.
よし、
All right.
シオン、俺と一緒に来てくれ。
Shion, come with me. Oh my god, looks like the title is gonna work out after all. I was worried that I might have to, you know what, let me just be a little bit more creative with the title of this, and it doesn't fit. Let me just, I have to be even more creative. There we go. Okay, change the title because I think Rena deserves to be part of this too. My god. There are so many Keiichi x Rena moments in this. Seriously. Hello, Victor Marcello. Welcome to the stream. I took Shion and headed to the garbage mountain. I thought about Rena sitting alone in her secret room, surrounded by a mountain of garbage, and it made me walk faster. This is the path I walked with Rena last night. But this time I feel no helplessness or shame. I promise not to look away any longer. There's only one thing I see now. Rena's delicate back, trembling in solitude, struggling to fight off incredible anxiety. Oh my god, Keiichi! Hold on, Rena. I'll catch up with you soon. This is amazing! You're not alone. I'll stand beside you. Yes! Let's turn and face this together. Society, morals, sin and punishment, everything. This is such a good counterpart to Sumihiro Boshi.
どうしてこんなところに？
Did you just see what Keiichi said? He wants to face everything with Rena. He wants to oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm shipping too much. I know. But Keiichi and Rena is like one of my top ships. This is just... And I did not expect so much content of it here. What are we doing in a place like this?
私、なんだか怖いです。
It's kind of scary.
心配するな。
Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. Don't worry.
俺を信じろ。
Trust me. Shion looked a little hesitant, but she quietly nodded. It's all right.
別に地獄へ連れて行くんじゃないんだからさ。
I'm not leading you to the gates of hell.
当然です。
Of course.
もしもケイちゃんが襲ってきたら、私マッハでケイちゃんの首の骨を折ってとっとと帰りますから。
God, Shion is such a badass queen. If you try anything funny, Kei-chan, I'll snap your neck at Mach speed. Like that.
おいおい。
Wait a minute.
この程度の護身術は基本中の基本ですよ。
That's just the basic level of self-defense, right? Shion finally had a smile on her face. I felt relieved and smiled back at her. The two of us held hands. One girl at a time, Keiichi, please. I pulled Shion by the hand as I ascended the mountain of garbage. Then we quietly approached the station wagon.
レナ、
Rena,
いるのか？
are you there? I felt an indication of someone breathing inside.
レナ、いるんだろ？
Rena, are you there? Rena quietly hid herself and wouldn't reply.
レナ、そのままでいいから聞いてくれ。
Rena, just listen to me.
お前は律儀だからさよなら言っちゃったし、もう圭一君には会えない。
I realized that you said your farewell, so you don't want to see me anymore.
とか思ってるんだろうけど、俺は決めたぜ。
I guess that's how you see it. But I've made a decision.
俺、お前の後ろについていって離れないから。
I'm not going to leave you behind.
お前が拒否して逃げ続けるなら、俺はひたすらずっと尾行してやる。
Oh my god! I did not expect this from this little side story here! If you refuse and try to run away, I'll keep going and follow you the rest of my life.
人に見られたくないようなお宝ショットとかバッチリ収めてやるからな。
I'll keep you locked away like a hidden treasure. Shion, you know what's going on.
そんなの嫌だろ。
Does that sound so wrong? Faint sound creaked out from within the station wagon. Rena desperately shook her head no, while her eyes began to look away. Oh my god!
顔見せてくれよ。
Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, okay, oh my god. Look me in the eyes.
レナ、
Rena. The door of the station wagon slowly opened. Then, Rena bashfully tilted her head up to reveal her face. Oh my god! This is... Ah!
レナ、
Oh my god! This is incredible! Oh my god! 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 I wasn't expecting this! Rena. I ran up to Rena!
もう圭一君はしつこいんだね。
Oh my god! Yes! Like, oh my god! I didn't expect to see any more dialogue like this for the two of them ever again! Oh my god! 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 I'm too excited! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry for interrupting the stream, you guys, but I was not expecting any more scenes like this ever again. I had resigned myself, like to say, okay, you know what? Sumihoroboshi and that scene in Minagoroshi, you know that, okay, that's, you know, that those were beyond amazing, beyond all amazingness, but, you know, I've accepted that there won't be any more Keiichi Rena moments, and I just have to accept that. But now, this is just the greatest, most wonderful surprise. Oh my god!
You're so persistent, Keiichi-kun.
Rena laughed as she said that, but she froze the next moment when she caught a glimpse of Shion. Oh, Rena, no, baby girl, no, you've got the wrong idea. Shion already has her man. She's loyal to a fault. Baby girl, you have the wrong idea.
どうしてしーちゃんがいるの？ Why is Shi-chan here?
Rena's eyes carefully fixated on Shion.
レナ、このことで話が。
Rena, let's talk. Rena put a hand on the door and to cut me off. Bang! Just a hair's width away from escape. I managed to stop the door from closing, but had to sacrifice my right hand to do it. Ouch! Oh my god, wow. That's an Onikakushi reference.
Are you alright, Keiichi-kun?
Ow!
うわ、直撃。
Was that a direct hit? Shion calmly pushed herself closer.
いきなり閉めるか靴。
She suddenly closed the door on me. It's nothing major.
ごめんねケイチくん。Sorry ケイチくん。レナ、ケイチくんの手全然見えなくって。Rena didn't see your hand there. 挟まってるなんて思わなかったから。I was careless and closed the door on you.
Rena looked like she was on the verge of tears as she grabbed my right hand and tried breathing on it. Oh my god! 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 my god, oh 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 my god. Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh my god. She grabbed my right hand and tried breathing on it.
痛いの痛いの飛んでけ。Ping ping go away. 痛いの痛いの飛んでけ。Ping ping go away.
Alright, bye, Oe. Have a good time at work. I couldn't help but laugh out loud.
ケイチくん？痛すぎておかしくなっちゃったかな？Did that hurt? Was that weird? Was it?
No, no, quite the opposite. Seeing Rena react like her usual innocent self made me feel relieved. I cleared my throat, then turned to face Rena once again.
レナ、聞いてくれ。
Rena, listen.
俺はお前と同じ気持ちだ。
I feel the same way as you.
そしてシオンも俺たちと同じ気持ちだ。
And so does Shion. Rena made a sideways glance toward Shion. Shion looked toward me with a perplexed expression.
昨日ここでお前が俺に話してくれた計画だけど。
About the plan you told me about yesterday.
俺にも協力させてくれ。
I'd like to help you. Rena's eyes opened wide and wandered in disbelief.
いや違うな。
No, that's wrong.
協力するのはお前の方だ。
I want you to help me.
やるのは俺だ。
I'm gonna do it.
お前は俺に手を貸してくれ。
So lend me your aid. My God. All my dreams and nightmares are coming true simultaneously. We have Shion acting as part of the main group. We have Keiichi and Rena stuff up the wazoo. Oh my God. 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 So lend me your aid. Really, Victor? It is? Oh, that's interesting. I suppose it does sound a bit like Kameda's English dub voice.
どういうこと？ What do you mean?
俺はこの手で北条哲平を殺す。
With my own hands, I'm going to kill Teppei! Damn.
ケイチくん。ケイちゃん。ケイチくん。
Kei-chan. Shion let out a brief shriek, then stared at me in disbelief.
どういうことなんですか？今の。
What do you mean by that?
聞いての通りだよ、シオン。
It's just as you heard, Shion.
俺は哲平を殺すつもりだ。
I'm going to kill Teppei.
昨日お前に言った言葉に嘘はない。
Everything I told you yesterday was true.
俺はサトコを救い出すために戦う。
I'll fight to save Satoko.
どんな手段を使っても必ずサトコを救い出す。
I'll save Satoko, by whatever means necessary.
でもだからって。
But even so,
哲平を殺す以外の手段があるっていうのか？
Are you saying there's a way that doesn't involve killing Teppei?
ないよ。
Not a chance.
俺もレナもその事実から逃げるのはやめたんだ。
Rena and I have both accepted that fact.
もう時間がないんだ。
There's no time left.
俺はやるよ。
I have to do it.
こんなのこんなの
That's... Shion's shoulders drooped, having began lightly trembling. She bit her lip and furrowed her eyebrows. I knew it! Shion would be totally into this. Keiichi, you got the two best girls in the whole show. Hanging on your every word, you lady killer. My god. As Shion raised her head, she burst out laughing with all the force in her body.
こんなのってこんなのって
That's...
素敵です素敵すぎます
amazing! Absolutely amazing!
3人の気持ちがぴったり同じだなんて
The three of us all feel exactly the same thing!
嬉しい
Euphoria is...
この思いだけであの虫けらを呪い殺せそうです
Those thoughts alone are enough to kill that scum!
レナも嬉しい Rena is happy too レナおそろ大好き I feel that same love
Oh my god, whoa! Their laughter echoed through the mountain of garbage. My god. Would I love to see fan art of this? Keiichi, Rena, and Shion like freaking all in dark mode. Oh my god. Shit. Holy shit, my god. Their laughter echoed throughout the mountain of garbage. An orchestra of loathing. A trio of murderous intent. I entrusted myself to that beautiful sound. Damn. We are going full yandere.
レナケイちゃん
Rena, Kei-chan.
もちろん私も協力します
Of course I'll cooperate. Murder is like my thing.
シオンの気持ちは分かった。
I figured you felt that way, Shion.
けどこれは究極の選択だ。
But this is your final chance to decide.
焦らずじっくり考えてくれていい。
Don't rush. You can think carefully about this. Shion wore a courageous smile as she stood up straight and approached us.
しーちゃん
どうなんです
Well,
あなたたちの計画に私を加える気はあるのですか
are you willing to include me in your plan? Rena turned her eyes toward me.
俺たちの未来を守るために俺たちは戦うんだ。
We're fighting to defend our future.
サトコのためだけじゃない。
Not just for Satoko.
レナ、お前の幸せだって俺が守ってみせる。
Oh my god, Keiichi! Oh my god, you can be so fucking romantic! Rena, I'll defend your happiness too.
俺を信じてくれるなら力を貸してくれ。
If you believe me, lend me your strength.
自分の未来を諦めるな。この手で未来をつかみ取るんだ。
Don't give up on your future. Grab hold of it with your own hands. Rena smiled and nodded at me. Then she and Shion placed their hands on top of mine. 3 overlapping hands. We all silently nodded. All right! All right! Then we all raised our hands toward the sky together.
ケイチくんありがとう Thanks ケイチくん
さよならは撤回してくれたよな、レナ。
Does this mean you'll take back your farewell, Rena?
Yeah?
Rena gave me a powerful nod and held my right hand tight. Oh my god! This is fucking amazing!
痛い。
Yeah, you forgot about Rena's demon strength. My god.
ごめん
のこれ式でしょ
He wouldn't be upset by something so insignificant.
痛いの痛いの飛んでけ。Pain, pain, go away. 痛いの痛いの。Pain, pain.
Shion began to mutter like she was adding her strength to run a spell.
痛いの痛いの飛んでけ
Pain, pain, go away.
Pain, pain, go away.
痛いの痛いの飛んで
Suddenly, all three of our voices overlapped.
け痛いの痛いの飛んでけ
Pain, pain, go away.
北条哲平の痛い飛んでけ
Tepe Hojo's pain, go away!
Teppy Hojo's pain, go away.
Tepe Hojo's pain, go away!
どっかに飛んでちまえ
Go somewhere else. Far away!
Go somewhere else. Far away.
Go somewhere else. Far away! Inside our secret lair, we made an oath to pledge our sinful resolve. We held each other's hands and locked eyes. Then we deeply nodded to one another, determined to fight for our future. The sunset enveloped the garbage mountain. The surrounding area faded from orange to vermilion, and then a deep red, like an omen for our terrible blood-stained world. Just as we stain our world with lonesome sentiment, everything around us will be dyed more and more red. And is that the end of this chapter? Yep. Okay, you guys. I do believe that this will be it for today. Holy shit, so many Keiichi and Rena moments. We have Shion being part of the main group, something I wanted to happen so much in the main arcs. We have like, oh my god. Seriously. Now, this is probably going to end in disaster, but I just love seeing this kind of interaction between the three of them. Like, three of my favorite characters. Like, Rena and Shion did not interact enough. And now it looks like we're going to have a chapter based on Rena and Shion interacting. And I just, oh my god, oh my god! Seriously, I love this so much already. Oh my god. Oh my god. Seriously. Woo! Oh my god, this, I gotta say, this is kicking Tatarigoroshi's ass 6 ways to Sunday. Oh my god, now, like, because this is something that I felt was missing from the main arcs that I wanted to see so badly. More Rena and Shion interaction. And more Shion acting as part of the main group. Seriously. Oh my god. In 2 days, we continue this. And tomorrow, more Fata Morgana. Oh my god, this was awesome. I really love this, you guys. Until then, I will say that, oh my god, I'm sorry, a lot of fangirling over the Keiichi and Rena interactions, but it was honestly because I'd resigned myself to the fact that I didn't think there would be any more. Really. I didn't think there would be any more. And now we have that, and something else I wanted, Rena and Shion interaction at the same time. Like, seriously, you guys. Just, this is giving me something I thought we would never see. And I know that most of the other arcs, except for Miyotsukushi, focus on other characters, so I don't know, I'm really enjoying this. Kei Rena is the name of that ship. Kei Rena. Victor Marcello. So, until 2 days from now, we will continue this. And tomorrow is more Fata Morgana. So until then, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.